Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. We're going to be doing T4 Firestorm Abyss again in the Vagabond. This is a dirt cheap Vagabond, or quote unquote dirt cheap. I know some people are going to think that this price is not dirt cheap, but for having a ship being able to run T4 Firestorm, it is dirt cheap. This ship goes for 200 million ISK. The reason it is costing 300 million ISK is because the previous run we did with this fit gave us a lot of loot, so that's why the value of our ship is a lot more than it actually is. So you can see here, we got a large mutaplasmid for armor plates, quite expensive, so we can put all these items here in our item. Oh, we've got a lot of ships. Oh, there's too many ships. I need to minimize that here. I've got too many spaceships. Okay, I'll put that here, and then we also had a raging firestorm, which we would like to have here for the next run. And we also lost a drone actually, so we want to replace that a little bit there. Put a Warrior II. Good. And then we also want to replace these cat boosters. These are always nice to have. You need to, like, this is a rule of thumb I have with this fit. Always replace the cat boosters after every run. You need to have max amount of cat boosters because you rely on these to have good shield boosting capabilities. We're using dual ancillary shield boosters, and this is enabling us to have really high amounts of shield boosting because these use ammo instead of capacitor to run. So that's why they're cheap, but they also require ammo. So it's a good alternative for a little bit low cost kind of fit here. We're quite damaged up as well. We need to get repaired. Never mind, we'll just go to Movable Island and then we'll repair that system. And repair up in this citadel here. Let's undock here and go to the safe. And get ready to go. And a reason I want to have like max inventory with these cat boosters is just so that I have as much margin as possible to keep shield boosting. I mean, you don't want to run out with these mid-sight. That's going to be very tragic. I mean, I have run sights before, like with 2 sights back to back without restocking them. But I remember once I did run out of them, and that was it came close, getting close. Go to the site here. We do have a risk of getting ganks because, I mean, T4 sites and up tend to have an increased likelihood of ganking. I noticed because they usually require more expensive ships, but it's okay. This is a cheap ship. We had a lot of risk from these T4 Firestorms. The filament costs nothing. That's the great thing about this. We could do even better if we were to go with the T4 Gamma, because then we'd have a bit bigger shield boost, or like a, not shield boost, but shield buffer. And we would also have, okay, well, we want to go for these starving Vedmak, I think, first. Then we would also have like more ability to use Tech 2 ammunition, because here with Tech 2 ammunition it's not so worthwhile because explosive resist is not reduced here. We want to use this Republic Fleet ammo. There's a lot of thermal damage. That's because in the Firestorm site we have reduced thermal resist. Simply, that's how it is. So what I like to do is I like to pulse these shield boosters, just pulse them a bit, just like this. And we will inevitably run out of cap. It's just the way it is. But here, the full focus is to take out these Vedmaks. We take the Vedmaks out, then there's no issue in terms of survivability, because that's where all the DPS is situated, and it's all in the Vedmaks. Okay, capacitor is empty. We're going to now focus on getting that thermal armor hardener, or not thermal armor hardener, but thermal shield amplifier or thermal shield hardener up, because if we let that go, then we're going to be taking a ton more damage. So that's why it's good that we're keeping that online. We probably should give that an overheat cycle as well, just in case. Okay, can we give that an overheat there? Okay, we've got just get 1 cycle off, please. 1 cycle off. Okay, we want to overheat that. Can we get some... Okay, assault damage control now. Okay, we can't use assault damage control because we were neutered out. Great, okay, good. That's a ton of damage going off here. Okay, we're going to use the assault damage control as soon as we can. Come on, use that assault damage control. Nice. Oh, that was close. And get that thermal armor or shield hardener up and running. Oh no, come on, no. Please no. That was so close. Oh, man. That was so close. We were so close to destroying that Vedmak and it would have been all solved. We were so close to having that those ancillary shield boosters on cooldown, that have the cooldown be done as well. Oh, that is annoying. But you know what we could have done here? There's multiple things we could have done here. First of all, we could have overheated our thermal armor hardener earlier. We could have also overheated our shield boosters earlier as well, because then we would have got more shield boosting out of them. So then we wouldn't have had to shield boost as much. And then also something we could have done is also carry some basic boosters. Basic boosters are always good to have, because if we look here, if we go to the Vagabond, you see here, we're a shield boost focused ship. So we benefit a lot from having shield boosting boosters. So if we were to go and get something cheap, we don't have to go for anything expensive. We can go for Synth and Blue Pill. This one here is very good because it's cheap, but gives a good amount of boost to our shield boosting capabilities. You see 6%. And then on top of that, you go with the Agency Hard Shell Dose 1. This is a dirt cheap booster. This one here is dirt cheap, and look at that, 3%, so we get 9% extra shield boosting. So there's a lot of small things we could do here and there. I think I'll opt in to go for this next time just in case, and that was also a worst case scenario we encountered here, because that was a full Vedmak wave. A full Vedmak wave is one of the highest DPS Triglavian waves you can encounter, and then on top of that we also had minus 70% thermal resist, which is going to really hammer us hard, because the Triglavians do primarily thermal damage. We've got thermal resist reduced in the firestorm site. So all things considered, I think we did good. We did good, but we could have done better if we would have probably managed ourselves a bit better. We would have maybe overheated a bit more liberally. But we could have used some boosters as well to aid us a bit as well. Yeah, it's just unfortunate that we didn't kill them quicker. We could have also overheated our guns. That's something we could have done. And I could have also deployed my drones earlier, because I didn't deploy my drones until we were like well into the fight a bit. So that would have also helped a bit, because the drones can also work as a way to sort of fend off aggro as well at the same time. They can also split up the aggro, maybe even reset some of the Triglavian's Entropic Disintegrator spools. Oh, that unfortunate, but I think we learned something from this at least. I was pretty relaxed here, and we definitely could have been less relaxed if we were doing this site like hardcore. Yeah, it was unfortunate, but just the way it is. We got it was also something that didn't help was we were getting hard neutered. Because we were getting neutered, we had such a big of a trouble to use anything. Like Afterburner can reduce DPS slightly. If you're moving a little bit, they'll maybe, instead of getting penetrating shot, they'll maybe get hit shot, or maybe even grazing shot. Another thing is that we had a big trouble keeping our Hardener online as well. And keeping our Hardener online helps make our like shield boosts more efficient. That we get more HP or more like damage reduction per shield boost, because our total shield is going to be worth a lot less when it's reduced in its thermal resist, which is happening when our thermal armor hardener is off, or not armor hardener, the shield hardener. And it is exactly what we need here in this firestorm site, where we've got the extremely high amount of thermal resist reduced and extremely high amount of incoming thermal resist as well. But I learned something. I think it was fun at least, and it was not too of an expensive lesson either. It's not the most expensive ship. We can easily buy a new one here, at least with my savings. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something new. It was a bit of a quick T4 firestorm that didn't end too well, but we learned something nonetheless, and I think that is a very important thing when you're doing things like this in EVE Online, where you could learn stuff from it as well. I think it's an important thing you can earn, or aspect you can earn from doing different activities and losses in EVE Online. If you did enjoy the video or learn something new, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.